Unseeded this robot, but showing a lot of potential. It's a super heavyweight robot. It's a wedge-shaped robot, a very popular shape, allowing them to drive in under other robots. Powered by a 12-volt sealed lead-acid battery. Armoured in titanium. The team also say that a huge amount of money's been spent building this robot. Let's see how that helps in the arena then. Definitely in with a chance of surprising everyone, this robot unseeded today. It's a super heavyweight category robot. Powered by a 24-volt sealed lead-acid battery. Armoured in aluminium. Cost an absolute fortune to build this robot. Let's hope it was worth it for them. Unseeded in this competition, but could have a few surprises up its sleeve. It's a lightweight robot. This wedge shape, very popular among our roboteers, gives them the advantage of being able to get in underneath and tip opponents, of course. Relying on a 12-volt sealed lead-acid battery for power. Armoured in polycarbonate. It's armed with a powerful pneumatic pickaxe. This is one of the most expensive robots we have competing today. Nothing was too good for this team. They better mind the arena wall flamers. They can be very, very dangerous. The arena flipper comes into play when a robot's immobilized. A bit of extra insult to injury to be flipped around the arena. That's the pit. Don't want to be going in there too soon. They've got to look out for the blasts of fire from those flame grills. They can do a surprising amount of damage. You don't want to get too close to the corner patrol zones. Once you're in there, it's more pain. 3, 2, 1. Activate. I think the sergeant wants a taste of metal. That flipper's ready and waiting for its first victim. Not easy to smash through that polycarbonate shell. The aluminium armour, not much defence against this kind of attack. The polycarbonate, not such good defence against its cutting attacks. The axe has been broken off! No more use out of that then! Buzzing closer, the chainsaw's looking for an opportunity to see some action. Not too hard to cut into the aluminium, but it's putting up a brave fight. My word! This bit's a robot all over the arena! The aluminium shell, very flimsy protection against this onslaught. They can't right themselves here. I'm afraid it's game over. Not too easy to cut into the titanium armour. Difficult to burn into the titanium armour. It's finding it hard to stand up to the slicing with just the aluminium armour. Onto the arena flipper they go! Are they ready to fly? This is classic Robot Wars! The titanium standing up for now. How long will it hold out? The titanium-covered body doing its best to deflect the aggressive attack. It's carnage! Devastation! It's Robot Wars! Trying to cut its way through the polycarbonate. Can the aluminium armour stand up to this? Wouldn't like to be cleaning the debris from the arena later on. Proving hard to get through the titanium, although it's not impossible. The titanium won't be able to stand up to too much of that. Bits and pieces everywhere. You could melt them down, I suppose, and make a whole new robot out of them. The polycarbonate, not such good defence against cutting attacks. Metal everywhere, and the crowd love it. Unseeded this time, but no slouch. This robot could do well. It's a heavyweight robot. It's a sort of box wedge-shaped robot with all the advantages of a wedge for tipping opponents over. Powered by a 5-horsepower, 4-stroke petrol engine. Armoured in light but hard titanium. It's armed with a spike trap to pin and push opponents. No expense spared on this robot. Let's hope the results live up to expectations, or someone's going to want a refund. This robot isn't seeded, but is well fancied in the pits. Could be the dark horse of the tournament. It's a lightweight category robot. It's a wedge-shaped robot, a very popular shape, allowing them to drive in under other robots. A 24-volt sealed lead-acid battery, the power behind this robot. Armoured in titanium, very difficult to cut into or pierce this robot. It's armed with a vicious, three-pronged rending spike. The team also say that a huge amount of money's been spent building this robot. Let's see how that helps in the arena then. This robot, unseeded, but could do better than everyone expects today. It's a middleweight robot. This wedge shape, very popular among our roboteers, gives them the advantage of being able to get in underneath and tip opponents, of course. Powered by a 12-volt sealed lead-acid battery, shielded with titanium. It's armed with a custom-made carbon steel cutting disc, which the team claims will cut through almost anything. It's armed with a vicious spring-powered axe. Cost an absolute fortune to build this robot. Let's hope it was worth it for them. The flamers on the arena walls can be a great danger if a robot's flammable at all. They can give them a nasty shock even if they aren't too. The arena flipper are a great way to finish a fight if someone's immobilized. Throw them up in the air and watch them crash to the ground. There is the pit of oblivion. Take care not to get too close, or it could be all over. Bursts of flame occasionally from the flame grills. They can toast a robot if they get stuck there. Watch out for the CPZs, otherwise you might come face to face with the house robots. 3, 2, 1, activate. Bash is ready and waiting, standing to attention with the flamethrower just itching to flame away. Off comes the axe, leaving them with much less attack power. That's a real blow. The steel taking the punishment well so far. Pushed into Sergeant Bash. He could be toast. Not too easy to cut into titanium armour. The titanium standing up for now. How long will it hold out? Already a puncture mark. Does the spike get stuck in? Nothing serious though, I don't think. The steel armour gives 3, 2, 1, activate! Matilda is hungry. Is she going to get a bite to eat? That flipper's ready and waiting for its first victim. The titanium armor, not as effective against that impact as they'd like. Trying to get under there with a flipper. Immediately attacking, the weapon flicking away. Not too hard to cut into the aluminium, but it's putting up a brave fight. My word, there's bits of robot all over the arena. The titanium standing up for now. How long will it hold out? The steel armor giving it some protection from the impact. Not too easy to cut into titanium armor. This is classic Robot Wars. The flipper underneath tries to flip it, but barely lifts it. It's finding it hard to stand up to the slicing with just the aluminium armor. The titanium won't be able to stand up to too much of that. The aluminium armor, not much defense against this kind of attack. It's carnage, devastation. It's Robot Wars. Crashing down hard, the heavy axe making light work of the destruction, using the CPZs to do their job for them. They can't right themselves here. I'm afraid it's game over. Edging a little close to the CPZ that time. Matilda is hungry. Is she going to get a bite to eat? The crowd are wondering what's happened here. This isn't what they came to see. They want maiming and slaughter. The titanium standing up for now. How long will it hold out? Cease! Flamers. 3, 2, 1, activate! Matilda is ready and waiting. Onto the arena flipper they go! Are they ready to fly? The titanium standing up well to the punishment. The crowd are waiting for something to happen here. Things are heating up at the side of the arena there. Wouldn't like to be cleaning the debris from the arena later on. The massive flywheel edging closer to its prey, trying to slice him with the saw, but not having any effect. The circular saw getting closer. Can they get in closer enough? Nearly onto the flame grill, look out! Tricky to cut into the titanium, luckily for them. Bits and pieces everywhere. You could melt them down, I suppose, and make a whole new robot out of them. On the attack now. Some of these flywheels spin it up to 1200 RPM, and you want to stay well clear of them, I can tell you. The titanium won't be able to stand up to too much of that. Not too hard to cut into the aluminium, but it's putting up a brave fight. Metal everywhere, and the crowd love it. Not too easy to cut into titanium armor. The deadly flywheel on the attack again. That flipper's ready and waiting for its first victim. On the attack with the saw blade spinning. Can cause a lot of damage with these. This has all the makings of a classic battle. The titanium standing up well to the punishment. Tremendous force behind that charge. You can see the huge dents the impact made. It's attacking well, but hard to see any damage that time. And miraculously they escape damage from that attack. The axe slamming in on the attack. The crowd are waiting for something to happen here. They can't right themselves. Something's wrong. It looks like they're out of the contest. Tricky to cut into the titanium, luckily for them. This is what Robot Wars is all about. Carnage! The pit opening now in the arena floor. Maybe soon to be occupied by one of these robots. Onto the cease! They better mind the arena wall flamers. They can be very, very dangerous. The arena flipper comes into play when a robot's immobilized. A bit of extra insult to injury to be flipped around the arena. That's the pit. Don't want to be going in there too soon. They've got to look out for the blasts of fire from those flame grills. They can do a surprising amount of damage. You don't want to get too close to the corner patrol zones. Once you're in there, it's more pain than you can handle. 3, 2, 1. Activate. Matilda is ready and waiting. That flipper's ready and waiting for its first victim. It's finding it hard to stand up to the slicing with just the aluminium armor. The titanium standing up for now. How long will it hold out? My word! There's bits of robot all over the arena! The crowd are wondering what's happened here. This isn't what they came to see. They want maiming and slaughter. Shunt, ready to deal with any trespassers. It goes up! It topples and falls! And can it get back on its feet again is the question now! Tough steel armor, making it harder to cut into it, of course. The aluminium shell, very flimsy protection against this onslaught. And in it goes! A lot of weight behind this robot. I'm making good use of it to cause damage. Proving hard to get through the titanium, although it's not impossible. The steel armor giving it some protection from the impact. The titanium armor not as effective against that impact as they'd like. Not too hard to cut into the aluminium, but it's putting up a brave fight. It's carnage! Devastation! It's Robot Wars! The steel resisting the blade so far. A gentle push there. That won't do much damage. It's made a good start. It's beginning to cause some damage. They're lying on their back like a turtle in the sun. I'm afraid they can't seem to get back up. It's turtle soup for them. It's finding it hard to stand up to the slicing with just the aluminium armor. The titanium standing up well to the punishment. The steel armor giving it some defense against the attack. The layer of steel over the robot's body deflecting. Cease!